Hi friends, this is Namrata and today I'm going to talk about 5 things that you need to have to apply to a master's or a PhD program in the United States. Before moving on, I would like to share why did I make this video? Well, the first and primary reason is that I, being a former master's student, really wish that I knew some of the tips and tricks before doing a master's in the United States. And secondly, I get a lot of requests on LinkedIn and other social media platforms regarding the application process. So I thought, why not make a video about it? So let's move on. The first thing that you need is your resume or your CV. A resume is usually 1 to 2 pages, and the CV is usually lengthier. It can be more than 2, 3 pages. And in this document, you basically write in a succinct manner, in a short manner, about your educational qualifications, your professional experiences, as well as your extracurricular activities. So, this is about the resume and CV. So, moving on, the second thing that you require is the statement of purpose, sometimes called the statement of intent. So, this is basically is an essay of about 1500 to 1000 words where in detail you explain about your previous experiences, and you mainly answer 3 questions. Number 1, why are you interested in the program? What sparked your interest in the first place? Number 2, why should the university select you among so many other candidates? Why are you qualified to be in the program? And number 3, what are your future goals? So, keeping in mind these 3 things, you basically have to write a story and your own story in the statement of intent. Moving on, the third thing that you require are letters of recommendations, which are very, very important. Now, I would like to say at this point that letters of recommendations, it does not matter who writes them. Rather, what matters is what gets written on them. So, letters of recommendations could be from your academic advisors, your professors, or even from your boss if you're working in a company, let's say. It could also be from your mentors, like mentors who are people working in a different field, but they mentor you professionally. And after that, the fourth thing that is very important is transcripts. So transcripts are basically official document starting from your undergrad, which are provided by the educational institutions from your home country. And in the transcript, in that document, it'll basically show your academic history, meaning what courses did you took, how many credits were there, what grades you got, and all that. These transcripts are usually provided by your educational institutions in your home country on a sealed envelope and sent to the universities in the US. And lastly, what we need are test scores. So, test scores are normally of 2 types. First is the English proficiency test, which is called TOEFL, which is mandatory if you are coming from a non-native English-speaking country like India, where English is not the native language. And there's nothing to be feared of for this test because this test is basically to see if you can communicate in English or not. And the second set of tests are basically the GRE and GMAT. Whether you have to take or GRE or GMAT, it will depend on the course you apply. You do not have to take both the tests. At this point, I would like to say that it is not mandatory to take the GRE or GMAT. Although most universities would prefer it, many would waive it in certain scenarios. Let's say if you have had 5 years of professional experiences in your home country, or let's say you've done another master's and now you're going for a second master's in the United States. In those specific scenarios, GRE or GMAT requirement can be waived off. And right now, because of COVID, most universities have waived off this criteria. So these were the 5 things that you need to apply to the master's or PhD program in the United States. If you liked my video, please like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for further in detail tips and tricks for the application process. Thank you.